synthesized in our body. Cholesterol is a compound very much essential for our normal life. Often we might have heard that cholesterol may lead to heart attack. So sometimes we may just believe that cholesterol is just harmful for the body. It is not like that. Cholesterol is most essential for our survival. Even if we do not have any dietary intake of cholesterol, still we will survive because it is made in almost all cells of our body, but mainly in the endoplasmic reticulum of liver cells. You can see here, cholesterol is made in the endoplasmic reticulum of hepatic cells. And another fact is that just like any other lipid, cholesterol also is being synthesized using acetyl coenzyme A. Cholesterol is synthesized using acetyl coenzyme A. So before continuing further, let us see what's the importance of cholesterol. This is a long metabolic pathway. Cholesterol is produced. You see here, from the cholesterol, bile acids and bile salts are made. You know that for the digestion and absorption of lipids, bile salts and acids are very much important. And steroid hormones are made from cholesterol. Vitamin D is made from cholesterol. Can you think about a life without vitamin D and steroid hormones? You see, this is the components in a cell, nucleus, etc. You can see. We are concerned with the endoplasmic reticulum because it is in this endoplasmic reticulum that the cholesterol is made. We are also concerned with this mitochondria because from the mitochondria the acetyl coenzyme A is to be transported to the cytoplasm. We have seen that pathway earlier. You see, cholesterol, from cholesterol pregnenolone is produced, progesterone is produced. You know that progesterone is a hormone. Where is this hormone seen? In the male or in the females? And testosterone is there. You might have heard that testosterone is a male sex hormone. Then estradiol is there, a type of estrogen. You see, these are male and female sex hormones. They influence secondary sexual characteristics. Which one? Testosterone and estradiol. And cortisol. Cortisol is a glucocorticoid. It's a steroid hormone. It affects protein and carbohydrate metabolism, suppresses immune response, etc. So it has vital functions in the body. And corticosterone is a mineralocorticoid produced from adrenal cortex. And another one, aldosterone, again another mineralocorticoid, regulates the metabolism of sodium, chlorine, etc. You see, all those hormones are basically made from cholesterol, which means we cannot have a normal life without cholesterol. So please don't blame cholesterol unnecessarily. Now let us see the metabolic pathways that lead to the production of this cholesterol. Once more, where is the cholesterol being made? In almost every cells of the body, especially in the hepatic cells, liver cells, in the endoplasmic reticulum. You see here, this is an acetyl coenzyme A molecule. Two of them combine together to form acetoacetyl-CoA and HMG-CoA, mevalonate, isopentyl pyrophosphate, farnesyl pyrophosphate, squalene, etc. So many steps are there. And see, HMG-CoA reductase, you have studied it in your school classes. That HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor are actually used as cholesterol lowering drugs. If you have excess cholesterol in your blood, then we may use some drugs to lower that cholesterol. Those drugs are inhibitors of HMG-CoA reductase enzyme. They are competitive inhibitors of HMG-CoA reductase enzyme. That inhibitor, the drug is said to be statin. And you see another chemotherapy target. Here there is another chemotherapy target. Let us come to the pathway. Here this is the chemical structure showing the production of the various hormones and also bile acids and bile salts starting from cholesterol. We have seen this one earlier. Again, cholesterol as a source of bile acids and hormones. You can see here cholesterol ester etc. are being produced. Yes, synthesis of bile acids from cholesterol. Again, this is actually repeatedly shown here. How the acetyl CoA units are transported from the mitochondrion to the cytoplasm. We have seen this earlier once, I believe. You see, acetyl coenzyme A is produced by the breakdown of lipids that is used for the formation of citrate. You know that pyruvate, which is formed from the glucose during an anaerobic respiratory pathway. You might be remembering the name of the pathway. One molecule of glucose is giving rise to two molecules of pyruvate by means of glycolysis. Those pyruvates are transported into mitochondrion. There it is undergoing oxidative decarboxylation to produce acetyl coenzyme A. This acetyl coenzyme A combines with oxaloacetate forming citrate. You have studied this under the heading of citric acid cycle. Acetyl coenzyme A combines with the oxaloacetate forming citrate. That citrate is transported out of the mitochondrion into the cytoplasm where the reverse of the reaction occurs, releasing acetyl coenzyme A and oxaloacetate. This oxaloacetate is later transported back into the mitochondrion and the pathway is just repeated. So we have our acetyl coenzyme A molecule in the cytoplasm. How is it taking place? Actually, the reaction is taking place in so many stages. You can see here, two carbon units acetate combine together to form mevalonate, 6 carbon. So how many acetate molecules may be there? 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So 3 molecules of acetyl coenzyme A are used up here. And it is then giving rise to isoprene unit. And it contains only 5 carbon. Several isoprene units are combining together to form a squalene. How many carbons are there in squalene? 30 carbons. So how many isoprene units might be consumed? You can just find out. And from the squalene, cholesterol is produced. How many carbons are there in cholesterol? It is not 30, but squalene contains 30. Again here, mevalonate contains 6 carbon, but isoprenes contain only 5 carbon. How these changes in carbon atoms occur? We are going to find out. And this is somewhat detailed stages of the pathway. We will see it later. One more thing. Look here. This is the skeleton of cholesterol. How many carbons are there? 27 carbon. Look at this acetate. Acetate is the building block of cholesterol. Here 2 carbons are there. One carbon is given in black color. The methyl carbon is given in black color, while the carboxyl carbon is giving in, say, what is this color? Pink color. Here you see which are the pink colors. All those pink colored carbon atoms are formed from carboxyl carbon, while all those black carbons are formed from methyl carbon. It is not that much important on the examination point of view, but it is just it's good to remember this one. Outline of the biosynthesis of cholesterol. Again the same thing. Acetyl coenzyme A, mevalonate. They are producing isoprene. Remember, in the mevalonate there is a carboxylic acid group. Here in the isoprene it is not there. Here totally 6 carbons are there in the mevalonate. In the isoprene only 5 are there. By now you might have understood how a 6 carbon mevalonate is producing 5 carbon isoprene.